Hello students, let's we see learn our next topic respiration from our second lesson the living world. Let's see. First we have given hold your hand in front of your nose or keep your hand on your chest. What do you feel? When you are holding your hand in front of your nose, that you feel air on your hands, that air you inhale and exhale, so that you can feel with your hand. And next they said that when you are keeping your hand on your chest, what do you feel? That time that you feel your chest is goes up and down. Second, if we observe a sleeping dog, what movement of its belly do we see? There also we see that movements of the its dog's belly, that is going up and down, the movement of that bellies. Living things need oxygen in order to live. So all living things, they need oxygen for they have to be live. Inhaling oxygen and exhaling the carbon dioxide formed in the body due to the use of oxygen is called respiration. So all living things, they inhale oxygen from the air and exhale carbon dioxide that is formed in the body of that living organism, and this process is called respiration. Animals such as fish, snake, mouse, etc. have specific organs for respiration. On the other hand, plants respire by means of microscopic pores on their stem and leaves. Here they said that animals such as fish, snake, mouse, they have the specific organ for respiration. Means we know that the human beings and cows and that they have used the nose for their respiration. They are taking the surrounding air or oxygen through the nose. But in fish, the specific organ is present. What we call for that organ? Gills. Then snake, through their skin. Mouse, it has also nose for respiration, inhaling, exhaling the air. So like that, the plants also have that respiratory organs. And what is that? They have the microscopic pores on their stem and the leaves. We can see there is an microscopic leaves. Here we have given the leaf of the plants, like that drops we can see on that plants. That is actually pores, and through that pores the plants do the respiration. Means here they have given respiration is a characteristic of living things. This one another characteristic of living things, that is respiration. First we see that is growth is one of the important characteristic of living things, and this one second we have given, that is respiration is a characteristic of living thing. Next we have given, that is some recall questions. Is all the food we eat used by the body? The answer is no. All food that we eat we cannot use, or our body is not use. Only the soluble food material that our body is used, and remaining that is excrete from our body. Then second question they ask, what is the unused part of food converted into? So they ask the question, what is the unused part of food that converted into a excreta? and that is given out or excrete out from the body. So here we have given the next point, that is excretion. So let's see what we have given in this point. Waste substances are formed during the many processes that takes place in the bodies of animals. These are called excreta, and the process of eliminating them from the body is called excretion. So the waste substances are formed during many processes. So digestion, one of the important processes there, in that the waste substances are formed. That is called the excreta. The waste material, what is that form in our body, that called the excreta, and the process of eliminating, that is throwing out that waste material from our body, that is called eliminating or elimination. That eliminating that waste material from our body is called excretion. Animals have specific organs for excretion. Plants too excrete. Not only animals are excrete waste material from their body, but the plants also excrete. For example, some plants shed leaves in a specific season. Some plants, we can see their leaves are fall off in specific season. Waste substances stored in the leaves of the plant are shed along with the leaves. Why that is that plants shed their leaves, or we can see that fall off that leaves? Because the waste substances stored in the leaves of the plants, and that is they shed along with that leaves. This is one of the process of excretion of the plants. And another example we will take, that is some plants, they are shedding their bark, and that is another example of that throwing waste material or excrete waste material from that plants. Some plants, they excrete the gum also, that is also one of the example of waste material. Next, here we have given the activity. Try this. So you have to do at your home this activity. Take a transparent plastic bag, tie it over a leaf of a plant as shown in the picture. So you have to take the plastic bag, carry bag, and tie it over the leaf. Observe it after 6 to 7 hours. What do you see? After 6 to 7 hours, you have to observe that what happened in that plastic bag. So you will see the droplets of water collect on the inside of the bag. It means that plants excrete water in the form of vapors. So when we observe the droplets of water inside the bag, it means the plants excrete water in the form of vapor. So the excretion is a characteristic of living things. Then another, that is important characteristic of living thing, that is excretion. First we saw that is growth, then we see that respiration, and this one third, that is excretion. So 3 characteristic of living organism we see here. Then next we will see in our next video.